share the excitement about week 3. So Kate and I, on Sunday, one of our amazing programs called Best You Breakthrough starts on Sunday, and yesterday I did the overview of week 1 and 2, and today we're going to just share what happens in week 3, which is supercharging
your immune
system and understanding how your gut relates to your overall health. And it's this Kate Austin, she's a Freedom Alchemist, and she's a Tony Robbins trained strategic intervention coach, and she's also an NLP has her master's in NLP. And I am a functional medicine coach through IIN, but also grew up with doing men's health fitness covers, so kind of in the fitness world. And then my dad got ALS, so worked with him understanding heavy metals and detox and all that during for a long time trying to keep my dad alive. So I got really involved with understanding how neurological issues, and nowadays you probably know somebody with MS or ALS or dementia or Alzheimer's, and so I got really curious as to why this keeps happening. Why
and everyone should be, really, because dementia, MS, ALS, all these things are becoming more and more common. Just like, cancers become so common that we're just like, oh, okay, cancer sucks, and it's this thing that keeps happening. And now dementia, early onset dementia, MS, all of these types of issues are happening more and more and more, becoming more common. People are asking the wrong questions. They're not asking why or how this is happening. They're just like, oh no, and it's because of how our lifestyles are and the toxicity we're exposed to all the time. And unless you know what are the regular things that's exposing you to this brutal toxicity that's going to accelerate your chances of getting one of these terrible diseases, then you just don't know. You don't know what you don't know. And it's not common knowledge. It's not really easily out there. You have to really dig in. And so what we are providing is a program and a platform in which you can understand and learn and dig in and take the preventative precautions to really step into your long-term health, your longevity with full mind function, and we've just come through a pandemic, right, where there was so much fear, but had anyone been educated on how to really boost their immune system, how to really, what disease feeds off, what things you can avoid doing, how you can counteract, getting these scary, COVID and all of these things that happen to you. How do you do all of that? If that was common knowledge, everyone wouldn't be in such fear. But it was like there was a boogeyman out there and you didn't know when he was going to pounce, so you just had to be terrified of everyone. And it made people disconnect from other people. And united we stand strong, apart we fall, right? So disconnecting from people is actually what would probably has led to and will lead to more deaths than what the virus ever did, because we as human beings need connection. We need human touch, we need connection.
Yeah, and community and a reason to live for bigger than yourself.
Yeah. And so you strip that away and keep people in their homes, you're stripping away all of that. And so, the amount of suicides, the amount of depression, anxiety, all of these things that have come from that pandemic is actually killing far more people than what the pandemic or what the actual disease did. So boosting your immune system, which is what we focus on in week 3, is incredibly important. We give a lot of information on supplements, vitamins, minerals that your body is naturally not getting anymore. It's not the same as it was 50 years ago. We now have glyphosates in all of our produce. The minerals in the soil's being raped over and over again from mass consumerism. So it doesn't have the minerals anymore. So if you aren't figuring out where to get those, then you're just not getting them, even if you eat lots of great fruit and vegetables, right? So it's understanding these things and understanding what you need to, if you live in cold, dark climates, you got to boost your vitamin D like crazy. And it's much higher than you would imagine. So it's knowing what your bio-individual self needs based on where you are in the world and what's going to help you be at an optimal level, techniques and tools that boost your immune system, all of these things, and they're all natural. There's nothing artificial. It's natural. And this is how the body knows how to get into equilibrium. It knows how to fight disease. It knows how to fight viruses. We are a virus. It's just if you get out of balance, that's what happens, right? So this is what this program is really giving you the tools and the methods in which to do.
And it's a 6-week journey, and you'll have videos to watch every week, and you'll have assignments to do, and you'll be connected.
Assignments sound so intense. Actions to take.
You'll have
just great actions to take.
There's things to do.
There's no like essays you have to write. Just
right. There's actions for you to take to get your house in order around your health and your vitality and having optimum energy, which is what we focus on. We focus because what is the holy grail of a healthy lifestyle is energy. And if you have a crap ton of energy to do things, you're doing something right. But if you're tired, if you're fatigued, if you're anxious or depressed, it's time to take inventory and to start really getting curious about your health and well-being and really learn what works for you, because everyone's different. But while you're watching, type the word freedom. If you have to go, you can go in the link in the bio. Link in the bio under freedom or best you breakthrough. But you can type the word freedom and DM me, not on Kate's, but on my Facebook and on my Instagram. If you DM the word freedom, you'll get a special ticket, a transportive device to share with you some really cool vibes about what we're doing. It starts Sunday. So, okay, continue, babes. Do you remember what you were talking about?
No, you totally lost my train of thought.
We were talking about just the quality of minerals and glyphosates, and that leads into neurological degeneration too.
And something most people don't know is that one of the biggest causes of depression, everyone thinks it's a chemical imbalance in the brain, but mostly it starts in the gut. If you don't have your gut right, like all of your immune system is in your gut. So if you get some sort of illness and you have to do a ton of antibiotics, you're ruining your gut biome, which then can lead to depression.
It can,
And it's not only that, so many different things. So if you don't have your gut right, your immune system is going to break down, and that can lead to anxiety, depression, leaky gut, a lot of big symptoms. And that if you don't look at that and start acting on it, that's going to lead to these neurological issues or autoimmunes or really scary things that you just don't want to deal with. You don't want to hit 50 and suddenly you have all these scary prognoses.
50.
40, 30, it can happen like very young. So this is a really awesome week to understand what it is you need to do, and very simply to get your body into a natural, get your biomes all working, a natural equilibrium of your whole body, so that no matter if we get thrown with the next pandemic or whatever is thrown, you know what you need to do to maintain your equilibrium, to keep your immune system charged and high, so that whatever comes at you, even if you get it, your body can deal with it with much more ease than someone that's super toxic that doesn't know that their gut biome is completely thrown out.
Right. The studies linking antibiotics to depression are just wild. Andrew Huberman goes into it, and you can just Google, which I don't normally trust because Google is 100% paid for by pharmaceutical companies, but you can Google a link to from depression to antibiotics. And it's staggering, the studies that after 1 or 2 rounds of antibiotics, the cases of depression just skyrocket up to 40-50%. So There's nothing wrong with you. You're not broken. We're not here to fix you, but we are here to share some stories, to share some some testimonials. If you write the word freedom to DM, you're going to get a link to a web page, to our page, and check out some of the testimonials there, because if you can connect to the why and you can connect to a story, then all this information is actually going to make a difference, because information makes no difference. But when you get a strong why and you get a story behind it, you can really do anything. So Kate and I, one thing we're really confident in is the amount of people that do come into our programs, the amount of change that people are able to experience, and the quality of life that they have is just mind-blowing. But it's not just from information, it's from, we connect people to their why as to why.
Yeah.
And once that happens, you can do anything. The how is not as important as the why.
And a lot of people have gotten off a lot of medications safely. We don't, we make sure it's done safely, and they are no longer diabetic. Some people have lost over 100 pounds. Now, these are just side effects of understanding how the body works and how to really create this equilibrium. So I noticed on some of the comments that people were saying they have issues with thyroid, blood pressure. Guess what, guys? They all come from your body being out of balance. You get that balance back, and we have tools and techniques and ways in which you can do that. Then you will no longer have a thyroid issue. Right. I know some people say you have it forever. It's simply not true. You can heal pretty much anything you choose to heal.
Absolutely.
We have so many doctors that have our clients that are like, what are you doing? This is impossible. This doesn't happen. And
doctors
it's like,
of our clients.
Doctors of our clients.
Yeah.
And then they're like, can I have your email? Can I have your phone number? How did you do this?
A lot of the times it's celery juice.
Yeah. that's a big one.
Especially with thyroid and blood sugar or cholesterol and blood pressure. Celery juice seems to be one of those things that helps a lot of people come into balance. Especially
because it removes toxins and viruses that can run rampant in your body if you don't keep Epstein-Barr. Yeah, that's a virus, right? So
it is a virus.
So that's something that it pulls out so your body can do its job rather than trying to fight that all the time. So it's very simple once you have the tools and the knowledge. It's just if you're trying to do it yourself on Dr. Google, you're never going to get there, because pharmaceutical companies run that show. I mean, they tell you things like you'll die after 3 days without eating. Simply not true. That's what we do as a boost to boost your immune system. No eating for 3 days. Fasting is extraordinary. You just have to make sure it's done well and done according to your body, right?
And everyone's different. It's bio-individual.
Everything's bio-individual.
So we do share information, but it's your job then to become really curious and ask questions. And especially a lot of you are medication, a lot of people are medication, and asking their doctors the side effects, doing their own research to go, why am I on this one? Why am I on that one? And
but they'll never tell you straight out. You gotta really make them your ally. And you know what? Some people are like, I could never do that, because they put doctors up on a pedestal. But we teach you how to talk to your doctors so they become intrigued. And so many doctors are now doing what we've got their clients doing because they've seen the results and they're amazed. So you can heal no matter what. It's just a matter of your dedication and time. That's it. And so we will give you all the tools that you need to be able to heal. You just gotta action it. You gotta step in. You gotta go for it. So the reason we're sharing this is week 3. We're gonna do week 4 tomorrow. Of what you get when you come into our Best You Breakthrough program. Now, this program is just a quick precursor to get into our proper membership. In our membership, that's where you get all the live coaching. You can come with whatever issue you have. We can get coaching on it from Paul or myself, both of us often. And that's the community where people really thrive, because staying in the
Yeah.
conversation of your health, your
Yeah.
life, all of that, that's what gets you the results.
That's
because
right.
it's accountability, staying in that
Yeah.
conversation. Otherwise we get busy with life and we just like running, and then
Yeah.
you're like, oh, another year's passed. Oh, what was my New Year
Right.
resolution? Oh,
Right.
I didn't do that. I guess I better do it again this year. So
Yeah.
it's for that reason. It's a community and it's thriving, and it's a beautiful community. All of our people, we just were on a cruise with a big chunk of our people, and it's just amazing to see the friendships that are formed. People travel the world together now. Like they have friendships they didn't
They're
believe were possible.
crying when they leave each other.
Yeah, bawling their eyes out to leave each
But
other.
they've made such a difference in each other's lives. Like, because
Yeah.
if you're left, it's not meant to be done by yourself. Life is meant to be lived in a tribe and with a family and a community. So we've unfortunately become very isolated in this country and during COVID and in the world, and we're just staring at our phones rather than being really engaged in a thriving community. And that's one of the things Kate and I really are working on, to create a place where people can really transform and design a life that they love with each other.
Yeah.
And then it sticks because you have people holding you to it. You're not just there going like, you're not being sneaky, because you've made your promises to the group and people will kind of hold you accountable to it. So we're going to let you go.
Yeah.
Please join us Sunday. But just if you write the word freedom on a DM, you'll get
this just on Paul's account.
my Facebook though and my Instagram. We have people everywhere, but go to Paul Green Official. The link is in my bio there, but also freedom-alchemist.com, and you'll see Best You Breakthrough right
If
there.
you're on mine, you can just click on my profile link and you'll go straight to our website, so you can check it out there.
And if you're on my
But we're-
YouTube, just clap.
And we start this one on Sunday.
Yes,
so
this
jump
Sunday.
right in and be a part of it. So you can, and this is the last one we're going to do quite like this.
Yeah.
So it will never be like this one again. So just, this is the one to get in on for
Yes,
sure.
we're going to be changing it up
Yeah.
after this.
Yeah.
And if you do the course and we can see that you've done all the week, you'll be invited to a special graduation at the end of it, which will have us on there live. But it'll only be for those who did the course, and we can see who actually did it. So go in. So at the very end, there'll be a graduation, like a Zoom with us, to sort of see what you got, what you're creating at the very end, for those who do it all
Yeah.
the way. So write the word freedom in a DM, and we'll see you guys really soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Bye. Thanks for being here. So,
Bye.
bye. I'm still live here to everywhere. Bye, everybody.